Alright guys, hey, Jim, Ludus Games here, hanging out. We're going to be doing some Selesnya ADH, some Captain Sisay. First, music. What do we listen to? What do we listen to here? B Sharp Say Not by Patrick Topping. If you like that, check that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn this off because, you know, YouTube. Anyway. So we're going to do a pause there. So shout out to my boys over at the Fight Shack. So before we talk about the deck, I just want to give a shout out to a couple guys here who invite me to go play cards with them. Some Commander. It's great. It's a great time. We're really competitive, but you know we play well together, and it's a lot of fun. So I designed this little card for them. It's called Fight Shack, where many enter and only few command. EDH for life, baby. 4? There are 5? There are 4? 4 life? 4? I can't. I'm not coordinated enough. Anyways, Fight Shack. So you know we go there and we play some pretty competitive stuff. But the guys tend to do that to practice and kind of sharpen up their skills for a tournament that's done monthly at a place called 10th Planet, X Planet, whatever you want to call it. Put a link below. So shout out to Lionel in 10th Planet. They do a monthly EDH tournament that's not for the faint of heart. So if you have a weak stomach for this kind of stuff, don't show up. If you want to learn and see how your deck fares against really competitive players, then that's a place to go and play and check it out. I haven't been in a bit, and I miss it tremendously. But anyways, it's a great tournament to play. So Selesnya, white green, traditionally known as Fun Police. But here's Captain Sisay. I call her the toolbox because she tutors for anything you need. She's a white and a green and 2 colorless. She's a legendary creature, human soldier. That's not really relevant. The 2/2 body again is not too relevant, other than the fact she's susceptible to you know, burnout and hate in that way. But you tap her, search your library. So go ahead and go look through your library. Oh, that's my phone. Someone's trying to get a hold of me. So go ahead and search your library. Search for a legendary card. So legendary card. So it could be an enchantment, an artifact, a creature, right? And put it into your hand. And then shuffle your library. Shuffle your library is pretty important, and people tend to forget that. The ability to shuffle your deck. So if you can find a way to manipulate the top of your deck, so Sensei's top and scroll rack, and then shuffle away things that you don't need is important. And Captain Sisay does that literally on a stick. Anyways, you want to try to get her out quickly through various sorts of mana ramp and mana elves and birds of paradise. You want to get the Paradox Engine. Once you get to that, you're tutoring, casting, untapping. It gets pretty crazy. Your major win con, the one that I like to use, is Kamal. So Kamal, I won't go over Kamal particulars because there's only one ability that I really care about on Kamal, and that pairs with where is she? Whoop, she's a 7-drop. Here she is, Elish Norn. So Elish Norn says -2/-2 to all creatures is a board state effect, and just it's always on. So with her out, and she's resolved, and Kamal, you can, for 1 green mana, snipe out people's lands. You know, people can't play the game of Magic if they have no mana. So that's a really fun way to win. For me anyway, not fun for my opponents, but whatever. You know, we'll all give each other hugs after the game. But anyway, so you know that's the main win. You can also do like a sack outlet, go tutor up Melira and any persist creature like a Kitchen Finks for infinite mana, or a Woodfall Primus to destroy permanents. And I'll go over these cards later on. The mana base is horrible because my online account just stinks. There's my phone again. Anyway, so the mana base needs to be fixed here. But you know what? I can bounce things to like Reclamation Sage. I tend to go for, where is she? Merwin, because I can build her up and she untaps for tons of mana if you get to untap with Paradox Engine. You'll see here, I curve out to 10. I've included Iona, and I know players don't like Iona, so forgive me to all those people that despise this card. Please. I needed to put something in the 9 slot. Something relevant that can control the board state if it gets to that point. I hardly ever play her, to be honest with you. And maybe I just might pull her up for something else relevant. But the reason I put her in to give something a 9 for, where is he? Yisan. Because Yisan's my alternate way to tutor. So let's fishbowl a little bit here. Just kind of give you an idea of how the deck plays out. And this is just to give you kind of, well, give me an opportunity to play better. Because I always make mistakes, and my buddies know that. But be just to kind of get ideas, and you know, you can just go back and quickly change it up and try it, rather than like seeing a game of Magic. You want to tune your deck before you get out there. And I know you're not truly tuned, and this can be argued. You can't truly tune your deck until you play against other opponents, until you've played with the interaction. But that stuff changes always, because your interaction that you're tuning for usually is within the meta of your local brick and mortar, right? So whatever the meta is there, that's what you're tuning to avoid, counter spells or whatever. I try to build it so I'm trying to encompass everything. Now, obviously, it's not easy. There's no perfect deck out there. If there was, everybody would be playing it. So, anyways, that's what it is. I'm going to keep this hand. This enters the battlefield. You may reveal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll play this. I will reveal a forest and put that into play. Playing that. This is a general on turn 2. I'm going to go ahead and yield to that. Pay no mana. Ooh, that's nice too. Voyaging Satyr. We're going to go get Captain Sisay. Now, usually, so that's turn 2. I'm going to burn 1 mana because I can't do anything with it. Usually that was turn 2. This is turn 3. So, nope, I'm not going to pay for that. I'm going to yield to that damage. So here we go. Normally, what I like to tutor out in this spot is Merwin or Dosen, depending on where I'm at. I don't have the ability to go off this turn, so the better play is to play out Dosen. So Dosen protects your board state. So on your turn, nobody can interact with you if they haven't done something about Dosen beforehand. Because Dosen says players can cast spells only during their own turns. So, Dosen's great way to control the game. And you don't need to put in a whole suite of other cards to deal with that, right? All you really need is Dosen out resolved to get to your turn, and a way to get Dosen back from the graveyard if he goes there. So, what I'm going to go get is my next usual target, the usual suspect. Where is she? Merwin. I will play Dosen now to set up for Merwin next turn. Now I'm still mana shy. I don't have enough mana to untap this. I don't have a mana producer here. That's what Merwin is. But what I'm going to do on this turn is I'm going to say no to that. Take the damage. Should I play this now? Yeah, I guess I can because it's a shuffle effect. If I need one, I'm going to go and get... What do I want to get? Yes, that's what I want to get. Gaea's Cradle. Because I want to set up for a big turn. And I should have not played this. Then I could have played... See, here we go. Mistake number 1. Go get Gaea's Cradle. That right now gets me 2 mana. Right? But I play the Gaea's Cradle. I play Merwin. I tap this for 3. I play a Aquarian Ranger and a Voyaging Satyr, giving Merwin 2 counters. So she now taps for 3 mana. Okay? I can also untap Sisay and go tutor something else right now. But again, it was a bad play. In that case, I could have gotten Azusa to play more lands out. So that was a mistake. So I'm going to stop there, and we're going to go back and lose the game because, you know what, we messed up. Or I messed up. Sorry. That's on me. 2 mana, some fatties. Oh, no other action. Yeah, I got to mulligan this. This I keep. This I'm going to put on top. Turn 3, general. But again, I got turn 3 with this too. Oh well. Such is life, I guess. So we'll play that just in case we get like a 1 green drop. That would have been nice. You know what, let's just go ahead and bite the bullet and play this now. Now, if you have lands that head into the battlefield, effects like Scry 1 or something, Selesnya, these, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. These sanctuaries do really well with those. It resets those lands that have come into play effects. So, let us play the green. It'd be best to play green because you already showed your opponent that you're on green. You're going to play the Signet, and then we'll set up for a bigger turn this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 3 is not my general. So we want to get to Sisay because we need to start tutoring as quick as possible. So now we have options. I should have played Crystal Vine. Too fast. Anyways, Crystal Vine, sack it for 2. That's 3, 4, 5. You play this. You go get Paradox Engine. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play that, and I still don't have a play for 1 mana. So I'd have to set that up for next turn anyway. So let us do this. 4, 5. We're gonna get a Docen to set up some protection. So now on turn 6 we can potentially try and go off. Okay, so we can play this. I have Merwin here, so that's good. That's actually really good. Because now I can go get Paradox Engine. So again, it's turn 6. Because Docen is resolved, the board state, I can play now. I just do whatever I need to do. We'll go, that's 5? No. Yeah, 5. We'll play this. I will crack this and this for Merwin. Will always yield. And now we're off to the races. So we've untapped. We're going to go get Riz. Someone's trying to get a hold of me. Where are you, Riz? There you are. There you are. So we're going to go green. Use one of my greens to do that. Play Riz. Now Riz gets you tokens for Merwin, and whenever an elf enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter. Well, I'm going to make tons of tokens with this guy, right? So we're going to tap this down for green. Add more green. So now we can set up a lock even on an opponent very easily. So what we're going to do is first get a Chroma's Memorial. Play a Chroma's Memorial, untapping all my creatures. Now this gives me mana. This makes mana. This makes mana. This makes tokens. Growing this, I'm going to go get on this first turn. Why don't we get Yosei here? We will. Let's make a token. Why not? Yield to that. Play this. Untap everything. Kind of get my drift here. So, again, with Paradox Engine, you can really abuse Captain Sisay, right? You know, so here we go. Well, let's tap for white this time. Add white and green. I should tap this first, but not relevant. Go get. Somebody really wants to talk to me. Let's see here. Malira. Okay, we got Malira. Why don't we make another token? We'll go here and here. We'll cast Malira, untap everything, cast Yosei, and just lock our opponents out at this point. Right? Because this will sack, we tap them down, they skip their untap phase. It will actually this we have to bring this back from the yard. This does not have persist. So we need one more my bad. We need one more thing to win via Yosei. We need a way to give it persist. So let's cancel this. Let's do this. Green. Six. We'll double our tokens. We'll get Zavala. Oops. Play Zavala. Untap everything. Go get Yosan, and then I can go get something to give this persist. Well, anyways, I can lock an opponent out now, and then overrun. No, I can't do overrun. Oh, I could do this. Yes, I can. I can lock him out. I forgot to put this in here. Planar bridge. Okay, we go add. Let's put white. Some white into our pool. Use a green. Add some white. Everything's now this. I can double my tokens. Now Merwin will tap for a bunch. Always yes, always yield. You play this at 8 mana. Or 6 mana, sorry. You need 8 to activate it. I can activate this right now to go get... Where are you? Where are you? I forgot the name of the artifact. Oh, this is a good way to look at the deck anyway. Again, I've tried... Here we go. Cauldron of Souls. So I've tried to put as many answers in the deck as I could, just so that you can win. You just need to map it out. And that's the other thing about fish bowling. When you do that, you really learn to map out your deck and know when you got this piece, you roadmap to this other piece, right? So this gives Yosei persist, and Bob's your uncle. You've locked down your opponent. Okay, it's Captain Sisay. Well, let's concede this match, and we will go. I'm at almost 20 minutes. I'm just going to quickly go to the collection, and I'm going to. Again, mana base, figure it out. You can put together better mana base here than I have. The other thing to consider is you can put in zero-costed mana rocks. I don't have many of them on my online collection, just because, I mean, I don't have the monies to invest into all these cards. So I kind of piecemeal it one by one, slowly but surely. So there's Zavala. If you have any questions about any of these cards, why they're included, just ask, and I can maybe do a follow-up video and we can talk specifically about the cards that are in the deck. Crater Hoof, Woodfall. Crater Hoof, because that's a great win con. You've seen these, and there we go. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. We'll talk to you guys real soon, and if you hit that like button, or leave a comment. or let me know what you want me to talk about within this deck. Go out there, build some Selesnya decks, crush your opponents. See you guys. Peace.